Epic construction fails, how construction workers fail on a project site. I love these series of videos because sometimes it can be so helpful, not just to talk about what we should be doing, but really how we fail. Let me preface this by saying I love workers and foremen. That is the focus of my career, the business, everything that I'm attempting to do. I believe supporting that level of leadership on a project is key because they're the heroes, they're the ones that make us money. But I do want to say there is a way to fail. So in this video, I'm going to explain some of the ways that you can fail as a construction worker and really tank your job. And I'm going to use that as a way to motivate us to not to. That's not great grammar, sentence structure, or English there. So you get what I'm focusing on. But the bottom line is, if you want to succeed, sometimes you have to know how to not fail. So right now, I'm going to tell you how you can fail as a construction worker in construction. All right, so number one, if you really want to fail, like if you really want to hurt your career, you're going to want to get injured or probably get really seriously hurt by not being safe. Here's what you want to do. Don't pay attention to any of the OSHA regulations. Don't pay attention to anything you've ever learned. Just go with the on-site culture, fit in, do what they do, don't speak up, don't stand out, do stupid things and get yourself hurt, and then you will really tank your job. This is what's going to happen. You're going to lose your opportunity, or at least some of them, to be pain-free the rest of your life. You're going to hurt your body. You're not going to get home to your family safely, and you're going to affect the rest of your life. So if that was your goal, then by all means, ignore what you know you should be doing about safety and just fit in. Now, I understand the general contractor and other people don't care. You know, why should you care, right? I'm just telling you, if you really want to do well, you would stand up and be safe. But if you want to fail, what you want to do is just go with the flow. Number two, if you really want to fail, then you're going to want to adopt a John Wayne exterior or identity and really fit into the tough guy kind of mode of thinking, right? You're going to want to always be like hard to read, distant. I don't have mental health issues. You're never going to want to ask for help. You are always going to want to be above this whole like self-care like movement nowadays, and you'll want to ignore your own needs. So don't ever admit that you are normal, that you're a normal human being, and that you'll have mental health issues or opportunities or neurodivergence or any of the other things that scientists and doctors are finding out about that are real things that need to be treated. Ignore all of that. Pretend you're a tough guy. Pretend that that's for wussy or wimpy people, and make fun of it, criticize it, and by all means don't get the help you need. And then if you really hold to that, you will not only tank your health, you will enter forms of anxiety, depression, it will affect your family life, your health, and you might become a statistic. So if you really want to fail, then ignore your own physical and mental health needs. And do not go to the dentist. Do not go to your doctor's appointments. Do not take time off. And by all means, work the overtime and do unsafe things and completely ignore your needs as a human being. Treat yourself like a robot, like a machine. And I promise you, that is a guaranteed recipe for absolute failure. So if you want to fail, absolutely make sure you follow step 2. Do not take care of your physical and emotional needs. Number 3, do not get training. You do not have time for training. Training's for the weak. You can figure it out as you go. You don't need to go to certification trainings. You don't need to read books. You don't need to do your company trainings. You're too busy. You are too important on the project. You can't take time off. Obviously, you're attempting to run around here all busy and panicked and to make sure that you look like you're indispensable. I don't know if it's because you want significance or if you hate your family and don't want to go home to your wife or your husband, but whatever the case may be, by all means, work so much that you never get training. That way, you can keep making the same mistakes over and over. It can hurt you, it can hurt your crew, it can hurt your career, it can hurt your family. So if you definitely want to fail, never, ever, ever get training. Number 4, never learn how to talk to people, right? If they want to know something, they can figure you out or read your mind. And if it comes to different language barriers, we can make fun of somebody who doesn't speak our own native language, or if we don't speak the native language, we can demonize the people that do, right? Do not figure out how to communicate with people, because that would just mean that we would understand people, we would connect better, we would know what we were doing. And obviously, if you want to fail, you don't want that to happen. So you definitely want to break those communication lines, just like the enemy would do if they were fighting you in war, right? The first thing that your enemy would do is break down those communication lines. So follow that pattern. If you want to fail, do not learn how to communicate. Number 5, if you want to fail, make sure that you go to project sites that have horrible working conditions. No toilet paper in the bathroom, not a problem. The bathrooms aren't clean, not a problem. You're an animal anyway, right? It's not a big deal. You don't have a place to wash your hands, no big deal, right? It's not a big deal to get respiratory diseases or diarrhea or other sicknesses. It's not a big deal. Like, you can just go to a job site and deal with poor working conditions and not get what you need, and just accept that you don't deserve it. If you want to fail, that is the surefire way to do it. You will end up sick more, you won't get what you need, you will end up in a state of learned hopelessness, you will start disrespecting others. When you're in a position of authority, you'll do the same thing. So definitely, if you want to fail, do not stick up for yourself, do not ask for what you need, and do not have standards and hold the line and only go to job sites that treat people with respect. Number 6, if you want to fail, you're definitely going to want to respond to any of the whims of mad people and their insane schedules. You'll want to work as much overtime as you possibly can. You'll want to work in impossible situations. You'll want to work out in the heat or the cold without the proper supportive structures. And you'll definitely want to work weekends away from your family, because that's going to, if you want to fail, which is the purpose of this video, it will make sure that you're overworked, over-fatigued, you will hurt your body, you will not be in the right presence of mind, and you will definitely ensure that by the time your husband or wife at home are doing all these things to set up life for you so you can be at your best, if you definitely follow this guideline, you can ensure that by the time you get home that you will be grumpy, pissed off, disconnected from your kids, and you will anger and infuriate your spouse. So that is a surefire way to fail. Do not, if you definitely want to fail, do not work reasonable hours, do not come home in the right mindset, and do not take care of yourself. You definitely want to follow unrealistic schedules. By the way, just a real quick side note on this video, you might be thinking, Jay Money, why are you being so irreverent about this topic? This is really awkward and painful. Let me just say, as a pause to this video, I think so highly of workers and foremen. I want all of the bad stuff to stop. So I feel like I can best respect workers and foremen in our industry in general by bringing awareness to the problem. So if you feel a little bit of satire, some irreverence, some turning serious things into light things, it's simply because hopefully it's eliciting a reaction that says, we've got to fix it. So I'm going to continue, but I want you to know that I'm going to continue through these hard topics because we have to make real change if we don't want to fail. So let me continue. If you want to fail, and this is a hard one, so I hope you're sitting down. If you want to fail, definitely turn to substance abuse instead of fixing real problems. Don't get therapy, don't get counseling, don't get marriage counseling, don't fix real problems, don't go to the doctor, right? Don't fix your marriage, don't invest in your family. What you will want to do is make sure that your life is so horrible that you have to numb and turn to substance abuse. Once that happens, you will be more prone to accidents, to getting DUIs, to having legal problems, to heading towards a divorce, then child custody battles, financial issues, and then you might end up as a statistic. So if you definitely want to fail, start numbing with alcohol and drugs instead of fixing your actual problems. Number 8, if you really want to fail, definitely stick with the old-timey concepts of discrimination and sexism, right? If you want to get fired, if you want to get disciplined, if you want to alienate everyone around you, if you want to prevent connection with people that really matter in your life, possibly your own children, then definitely hold on to the old-timey, ignorant and stupid beliefs of discrimination and sexism, right? Because Who wants to be progressive? Who wants to be inclusive? Who wants to learn to love people that are close to them? Who wants to like really have a good career of inclusion where you take care of people? If you want to fail, remain racist, remain sexist. And lastly, if you want to fail, do not look for those opportunities. Do not look for that next promotion. Do not do well in your role. You're basically like you're stuck in construction, right? You can keep thinking that. You can think like most people, well, I'm just a worthless construction worker. I got stuck here. I didn't want to go to college. I don't have anything better. Might as well just go home and sit on the couch and drink beer and watch football and ignore my spouse. If you want to fail, you will definitely want to do that. So those are 9 tips for how to fail at being a construction worker. Now, I take this topic pretty seriously. If you want to win, which is what we teach at Elevate and at Lean Tact and in everything that we do, then you'll definitely want to do the opposite of all of those. You will want to take care of yourself. You'll want to get the coaching. You'll want to take care of your family. You will want to respect yourself. You will want to be on good construction sites. You will stay away from substance abuse. You will fix real problems. And you will go out and believe the truth, which is that workers and foremen are remarkable and that you and your life matters. We have got to get rid of, this is why I say this. The reason that I do it like this is because people are like, oh my gosh, is that the real thing? Every single thing that I talked about for how to fail is what the industry encourages. The buddy-buddy, catcall women, put racist things on the porta potty. You've got to go to your mental health appointment. Are you a wuss? Like, that is what people will encourage you to do. So if you're like, Jason, here's the point. If you're like, Jason, this is a horrible video. Why would you make fun of these failures? That is exactly the message you're going to get from your peers in construction. And if you want to fail, do what they say. But if you want to win, then do the opposite. Take care of yourself, take care of your family, do the right thing, be safe, get the help, don't become a statistic, and fix your problems and take care of your career. This is a serious thing for me. So if you want to fail, follow my advice. If you want to win, do the opposite and follow the advice that I just gave you. Okay, because it matters and you matter. So in the description below, I'm going to link you to a Canva graphic of how you can fail. And I'm also going to give you a separate graphic of how you can win, because that's my desire. And I've done this video so you can see the contrast and so that you can stop believing the diminishing beliefs about workers in construction. Even if you haven't enjoyed this video, I hope it's been insightful and it's been a wake-up call for us. On we go.